This is for all you new kids. I got 2 rules. You never give up and never give up on your battle buddy, especially when you're on the same team with them. It'll be a problem, not necessarily that it's just a general function that you need to watch out for. Time management is one of those things. We've just been kicking through a bunch of generals, Elon Musk working through his daily schedule about this marshmallow experiment. Listen,
but because it was supposed to be a longer paper, he gave us 1 whole month to finish it.
Motherfucker.
I was a
Look at
massive
him. He gave you a marshmallow
back then, and since
and you
the
took
deadline
it.
was so
You
far
took
away,
it.
I didn't even think about starting writing
Schrodinger's
yet.
equation, obviously.
Instead, I
Inside here,
decided
give
my
you
time was
90
better
days.
spent
How about
playing
it?
video games. Days passed, and the deadline was coming closer and closer,
but you
I
didn't pay
hadn't
your
written
dues,
a
Mason
single
Robot.
word. About 2 days before we
So
had
you'll
to
get a
turn in
general
our
telling you,
essay,
I like to write down
realized the
shaving,
deadline was so
or
close
not
that
shaving,
I might
shower.
not be able to
Because,
finish
well,
in
what's
time.
the supersymmetry on
This
the
is when I
timeline
went
of
into
testing
full-on
students about
panic
that
mode.
marshmallow? Well, you
With
do it
only
when they're
2
kids
days
like that,
left,
and
I
generally if
started
they keep
writing with
crafting over
pure
long or
focus.
keep procrastinating,
Finishing that paper became
that little
my
marshmallow
#1
right there in the
priority,
read technique
and everything else became
is the
secondary.
time management. So let's
didn't
talk
think
about
video
small
games
timelines.
or
This
anything else.
this test,
All of my focus
but
was on
also
that
some of the
essay.
physics that go with it in
Thankfully,
different
in the
forms
end,
it may
I
come in.
managed to finish it,
Same
turn in my
cool-on
paper in
effect
time.
or
And
whatever
to
you
top
got.
it off, I also got
Again,
a solid
Schrodinger's
grade.
wave function here in
Let
terms
me
of how
introduce
you
you
design
to
the test to the
Parkinson's law.
results and
The law
what
states
macro
this:
scale students
work
in
expands
this
as to
individual
fill the time
experiment while
available
things
for
are
its
going
completion.
over, but
This
also
might sound a bit confusing, but
the grade
let me
for the
explain what
test
it
in
means.
itself plus this
If someone
fluffery
gives you
marshmallow
1 week
experiment
to
that
mow
comes
their
with it
lawn,
for
it will
radiance
take you a whole week
that
to do
have
it.
field charge for that
If they give you
experimental
1 month,
marshmallow there.
it will take you
So
1
time
month.
management works like that. You'd
And
have to
if they
think,
give you
okay,
1
in
year
that
to do
mill
it,
where I'm
God
doing
forbid,
that time
it will
management,
take you
how would
1
I
whole
set
year.
up the dimensional analysis
Essentially,
to
the more time you
say
have to
this is
complete
what the
something,
field
the longer
charges
it will
were
take you to
independently
finish it.
doing in
And the
terms
less time
of
you have to
what
complete your goal,
calendar
the more
frame
likely
rate
it
on
is
the
that
small
you'll
scale
complete it in proposed time.
comparatively to working out the
But if
base
a goal
when
or a
you're
task does
a soldier
not have a
talking about the
specific
lunch
deadline
line
set,
and
it will
red
most
food, green
likely
food, and
never
yellow
get done.
food for the lunch line over
Whenever
at the
we have
army,
something
right?
we
What's the
want to
time
complete,
management
whether
there?
it's an
Well, did
essay
you
for
really remember
school
that
or
this
mowing
is
the
a
lawn
whole
for
thing
someone,
about putting
we
bricks
make the mistake
together,
of thinking that
the
the
small
more time we
scales
give ourselves
that
to complete
equally
it,
work
the better
to
the
the
end result will
overall
be.
timeline
However,
of that
more
test
often
over a
than
month,
not, most
right?
of that time is
Landscaping
spent
is another one of my favorite
procrastinating,
ones
and
because
only
it
a small
works
portion of it is spent on the thing we
a
want
little
to
like,
achieve. If
well,
someone
yeah,
gave you
sure.
1 month
But
to mow
also,
their lawn, it would probably take you 29 days
one
before
of these
you
bad
even
puppies right here.
began,
Land
simply
management
because
here
you know it could be
works a little
completed in 1
differently if
day.
sites had
So
to
that's
do
29
stone
days
walls
of
or be fluffed. Am I
procrastinating
getting it from the
because you know
ground
you
where
have more
the
than enough
yield
time
on that
before you
map,
get started.
that larger map,
The same
is a
thing
landscaping
happened with my high
program
school essay. Most of
in
the
an
month was
area
spent
by
doing other
routes. This
things,
takes
and
me
only a
45.
small
Eventually,
portion
there
of
would
the
be a
time was
return
spent
where
on
it shoots
writing.
off T2 the
If
horizon
I was
limit
given
for
a week
the
instead of
time
1
management
month
of
to
what
write
my
that same
actual
paper, I would have finished it in 1 week. You
calendar,
can think of a
1 week,
deadline as a
would look
fire.
like. So it's very special. I
When
mean,
the
all of
deadline
them
is
do
far
it, and there's
away,
some
that
master
fire
chart
is
do
small.
log mill,
It
stone
doesn't
mill,
threaten
dairy
your life
plant,
yet. That's why you don't extinguish
loans
it right
over
away.
at Jamie Diamond's
But
place,
instead,
right?
you
You know,
focus
you're gonna
on
come
other
in, that's what the
things.
kind I got. I'm gonna check
However,
it in
as
the
the
list.
deadline gets
Otherwise,
closer
it's some
and closer,
fantasy
that fire
fluffery
gets
number
bigger
that covers
and
the
bigger.
round off
What
X. You
eventually
know, that
happens is that
test
the
in
initially small
general for the
fire has
line.
gotten so
I'm
big
breaking this
that your
down
whole
into
house
Carl
might burn
Sagan
down.
Universe Loaf.
And now you obviously
Did
don't
Carl
have a
Sagan
choice
tell
but
you
to
you're
extinguish
allowed
it as
to
fast as possible.
play Idle Miner?
So that becomes your primary focus.
Because,
When your house is
interesting.
burning down,
But
you don't
there's a marginal
procrastinate
return.
and
What if
waste
I'm
your
the
time
kick and
on
mood that's
unimportant
got this set
things.
up, and I don't want
You
them
don't
to be
check
much
email
higher
for
than
just
kick
10
your feet
minutes.
up at the end of the
You don't
day,
have a
drink
quick
a beer, and
scroll
watch
through
football,
Twitter or
right? Play Idle
Instagram,
Miner for me,
nor
would
do you
you?
think about
That would be
playing
great.
video games.
And that is what they're going to
No,
do on the other
those
side of
things
that rate, and
usually
I don't
make
need
up
them
a
to
huge
do any
part of
better.
your procrastination become
If that's
secondary
cool
and
with you, that's what
unimportant.
that ladder kind of correlates over
Instead,
the long
extinguishing
truth
that fire
tables, the
becomes your
expansion,
#1
and other
priority.
things inside of there, the time
In other
management.
words,
First week,
because your
kid,
deadline is
I'm
so
going to be different
close,
than the
or because the
boss's
fire is
overall
so big,
charts
you
of how they're
prioritize
putting
your
numbers
tasks
in
much
when
better.
things get more
You
advanced,
can't
and you're
afford to
actually out there in the
procrastinate or
mill
get
shaking
lost
hands
in
of danger
unimportant
about the
details
Carl
like most
Sagan frame
people
rate,
get to
how
do.
to strap the bunks.
Instead, you're fully focused on that fire. The Parkinson's law is important to be conscious about from the time management perspective. If you know something can be completed in a day, don't give yourself 2 days to finish it. You might
a
think
day.
that giving yourself
Look, Mason
extra
Robot,
time
you're
will
gonna
get
have
you
to do a
better
full
results.
Master Mason
However,
walkthrough
as
first
I've
day you
pointed
ever
out,
did stone in
most
this
of the
place.
time is wasted on unimportant things. And the end result of a shorter deadline
And
is
when that
actually
becomes relative,
oftentimes
nobody's
better
gonna say
because
anything
you're
to you
not
in that office. You
distracted
just
and you
walk
have
right
greater
up to them.
focus. However, you should be reasonable with the time frame of the deadlines.
Yeah,
If you know something will take a week
we'll
to
talk
complete,
about it over here.
don't set the deadline
Switching
for
shops from
tomorrow.
Big Rock
This may
to
sound
Rock,
obvious,
and
but it
well,
is
still
something
Big
people
Rock.
do when
Boulders
they
are
first
like
hear
200
about
pounds.
the
You're wrestling around
Parkinson's law.
scrap like that just to
However,
say.
you can still try to push the limits of what
Out
is
there in the
possible,
field picking rock.
and maybe you'll
Out
find
there
some
with a guillotine
shortcuts along the way.
the timeline.
Worst case
Very small
scenario
scale.
is you get some work
Not
done,
what you were
but you
doing
need
in
to
here,
give it a
obviously,
polish.
for the minimum safer
Now,
flight,
whether your
skid steer
deadline is
checklist,
too short
300
or too
IQ,
far away,
as VAP
it's still
test
better
about.
than
This
no
is
deadline
what
at
you
all.
will do if you're the
Remember,
mechanic.
if there is no
From
deadline,
over here,
your goal will
this is going to
probably
be
never
totally
be achieved.
different. Ultra
So
snap
if you
on,
don't
right,
have
Blue?
a fire that's getting bigger, make sure you create one.
Alright, well, anyway.
Thanks for watching.